Alright. Also, first off, this isn't what I want. Blender. Come up, Blender. Why is my screen black? Hello? Oh, for God's... Come on, don't do this to me. Ah, great. Fine. Hold on. Gotta mess around with the screen capture stuff. Of course it wouldn't want to work with me today. No, not this. Get rid of you. This one. Specific window. Why won't it capture Blender? I don't understand. It was... You guys gotta give me a second. It's, OBS is not working with me right now. My God, why? Let's make another one. Window capture. Let me just try it this way then. Window, Blender. Okay, so it works fine with that. Hold on. Alright, there we go. For God's sake, God. That was really annoying to set up. I don't know why every time I start up OBS it does something stupid different. Ay, ay, ay. It's incredibly annoying. Alright, one moment as I get everything else set up. Let me put this out on Twitter. Bonk. I can't spell. And there we go. Finally. Alright, cool. I think I got everything set up just fine. I think we're in order now. Everything should be working. Cool. Also, what's happening here? Okay, there we go. Oh, got it. Alright, 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 there we go. That should be all good to go. Cool. Alright. Anyhow, let me go ahead. Save this. Which one? Where are you? Vanguard. Like one since he had two. I'm gonna go ahead and get these commissions done, as these have to be done by a specific date. These are a bit of a deadline type of thing. Just gonna go ahead and get the file set up. I need all the references I can get, because this is the boy. Oops. God, I can't make up my mind today. There we go. He's okay. Given this is the side. Got a bit of a different head shape than Charizard X, but eh. Alright, there we go. Should be gathering up some people soon. Is it still on Blender? Yeah, there you go, it should be. Blender's been giving me some weird issues lately. A lot of strange issues. I'm gonna start right about here. And I'm going to downline like this. It's a bit of a stylization to them. Legs are very much so one of those crooked shapes. Howdy. Oh God, no. Ugh. No, I'm yawning already, and it's not even. It's 12. I shouldn't be yawning already. My goodness. I should not be yawning like this. I shouldn't. Can't believe I am. I hope I'm not the only one that just suddenly feels tired. If I am, then oof. Pull you this way. I just realized. Actually, you know what? Let me just kind of curve you down. And I'm going to see, based on where things are, I'm going to put the eye right about. So yeah. Alrighty. Alright, let's see how this goes. Ja. Actually, let me kind of put on some background music. Let me just go to here. I keep hitting caps locks because I'm dumb. Where is it? Dagnabbit. Hold on, I gotta find the thing because I'm dumb. Where is it? Found it. I keep hitting Discord instead of... There we go. One momento. Woo! That was suddenly really loud. Hope that that doesn't pick it up too terribly much. Desktop audio. How does that sound on stream? Loud or what? So, I'm going to guess, yeah. So that'll be somewhat of a side. I'm doing it, not following it completely, since it's from like it's a bit of an angle like this. I'm doing it based on where the middle of it, so that'll be the middle of the chest there, follow around, middle of the back, middle of the neck, middle of the head. Even if I don't have a front or side reference, I'm still able to make out pretty much what it looks like from every angle. I have a great guess at topography. Hello, Wolfbite. Just gonna do that. Alright, so let's see. I don't have to worry about those till later. I'm gonna try and structure. Let me go ahead and get a mirror. Oops. Clipping. So, I'm trying to think. Actually, no, I don't need to do that. I need to... How have I done it before? Legs kind of come up about... Definitely around here, so... Whoops. It's a weird little button I haven't really pressed before. Here we go. Yes, it is a fluffy char. Specifically, the Charizard, I think it was Y? With the Charizard X coloring. That or the other way around, as far as I know. This is a bit of a front reference that I can use to help me out. So he's got a very boxy snout. Very, very boxy. So I'm going to actually take this. Alright. A very boxy boy snout. Kind of a wide boy snout. Right about there. Does he have kind of cheeks? Not too much, they're kind of flat for the most part. Gonna shorten this a bit. Gonna pull that out. Whoops, that's Discord. Yeah, it's easier to just start from a vert for me than just use it from a cube, because if you start from a cube, you already have a bit of an issue with making workarounds. I personally prefer doing it this way, because then I can control what does what, where goes where, without having to worry about where verts will end up once I extrude them or do something else or blah blah blah. It doesn't look like much right now, but trust me, it will. Oops. Don't know what to do. Alright, let me look over here. Make it a bit wider. Kind of close the eyes in a little bit. There we go. Yo, it's country. See you, sulfurs. I do this sort of motion just so I can visualize in my head. Alright. Let me do some stuff on the jaw. I'm not making it all faces yet till I know what I got. Alright, the jaw's gonna end about right there. And I'll pull it out. Let me actually add this here. See how that would look. Let me actually pull this out a bit, put you back in. That sort of lip that I see. Whoops. I opened up Steam by accident. Okay, here we go. You. I did not mean to do that. There we go. I'm going to start connecting some of these and see how it looks. Oops. Whoops. Alright, now the mystery. Let's put you there. Leave this blank. Kinda compress these two a bit. Make it a bit more round. Do that. Of course, once I add the little bits of horns, it'll get flared out a bit more. And smooth. Let's just add this there to kind of give it a bit of a looky. Not too terrible. Let's separate this real quick. Raise all the ones on the inside up just a wee bit. And take you, pull you out just a bit. Take you, pull you out just a bit. It's almost kind of looking more like a Sandalit, more than a Charizard. 'Cause, 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 'c So I gotta kind of make it a bit more boxy. Here we go, a bit more of that Charizard style. It's got more of a boxy head. Cool. Actually, I have an idea. I have an idea. What if I go to if I search this up, can't spell. There we go. If I use this, aha, I think I found a good reference image. This will help me out greatly. The more I look at it, the more I'm just kind of like, huh. Because I keep reminding myself that Detective Pikachu was a thing. And those are basically just 3D Pokemon. And what I'm essentially doing is a 3D Pokemon. That's a bit weird. I feel like a modeler, if you commission somebody, I feel like a modeler should always keep you updated on what is happening. Per se, something like sending you constant work in progresses on little bits at a time, rather than you know, commissioning them and then several months later suddenly a model comes out of nowhere without any of your input. Because because to me, the commissioner's input matters because it's for them. They commissioned you to do it. So you should be giving people work in progresses. That's my personal opinion on it. I'm going to cut in right here. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to take these two, move them a bit like that. Oopsies. Never really done Pokemon either, so this is an experience for me. I'm going to expand this a little bit. Let's give it a bit of a neck. Please note how I'm starting off very, very low poly. This helps in the future, trust me. Starting out with something very simple and then slowly working on it to become a bit more complex, a bit more complicated is way better than starting out with something complicated and then you can't go back and edit it very much. Yeah, this is starting to look a bit more like a Sandalwood than a Charizard. Let me get this reference up. Double vertices, unconnected seams. The double vert thing isn't exactly a modeler's fault all the time, per se, because sometimes programs that they use just do really dumb things. Specifically, Blender, for example, will do something very dumb out of the blue, and you're just like, what? Also, I think I'm going to take these first and just pull them in. Let me actually take this. I'm going to connect these. And then take that and just kind of pull it back. Pull it back. I'm going to add this here. the whole thing about double vertices, sometimes that'll happen. Because for some reason you'll do something and then the program will recognize it as, you're just doubling it, and it just copies and pastes the same thing. It's very strange how some of these programs work sometimes. Let me actually take these back down. I'm going to delete these actually. I'm going to do it like this. It looks a tad bit better. Bit more Charizard-like material. I always start with the head because I know if I can get the head to look good, the rest of the body should look relatively good. Relatively, I say. Let's give him some eyeballs. Eyeballs. Fitting eyeballs into models is kind of amusing sometimes. Because getting it to fit just right, and then slightly molding around it. Some eyes end up being super big in models. Like, have you ever seen the inside of an Evoli in VR chat? Their eyes are almost the same size as their head. But it gives them the effect, you know, really big, cutesy looking eyes, but it gives them the effect that they're almost anime-like. That's how anime models are for like shows and whatnot. They just have ridiculously big eyes on the inside of their heads. Just barely fit it around the outside. I can fiddle with the other verts afterward. I can fix those in a bit. Alright, relatively fits for the most part. Mirror. Fits some of these more subtle things after, considering that I only just need one subdivision for these kinds of things. I wonder what would happen if I went ahead and that doesn't actually look too terrible. I thought it would completely just destroy it. Optimal display, yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I'm just weird like that. Where's this vert going? It's a bit of a longer snout than Charizard usually has. Where'd he go? There we are. Right, that's right, because it kind of dips a bit. There we go. That little bit of subtlety. Just that tiny bit of subtlety. And of course, it's jaw. Let's see if I can. Just a little bit of that. Just to help me out a bit. This is going to be where the arms go. A long neck. It's actually, his arms actually kind of start right about there. So I want instead start coming up about right there. You. Alright. And right, so it starts there, stops right about. So yeah. I will slightly square this off. Actually, it needs to be more in the back than anything else because arms. That's a little funny right now, but as do all models when they first start out. This is going to be where the legs are, so we'll take you. Raise these up just a beat. Give, there we go. The whole optimal display thing, I forgot what that was, to be honest with you. Where am I? Charizard got some thick hips. Thick thighs save lives, ladies and gentlemen. He got some thickies. Oh, that looks a little strange. Stop there, then I will Make a bit of an outline. I'll take that, kind of move it down just a bit. Just to kind of match what I got going on here. Gonna slightly pull it back just a little bit, just to get it to match a bit better. Let's see what I got here. Maybe, just maybe. GX. Huh. Alright then. Interesting. Where'd the stream go? Okay, it's... Woohoo! Thought I closed out of YouTube there for a second. I got a bit scared. Just to have... Okay, yeah. And I got work in a few hours, so I also got to deal with that. But thankfully, it's my last days there. Just wanted to go ahead, stream these, see if I can get a good amount done on it before I went. That's not what I meant to do at all. Give, thank you. Yeah. What? How dare you? Fine. Be that way. That's not what I meant to do at all. It's just these, right? It appears so. There we go. Now everything is as it should be, to a degree. Looking a bit strange there. Let me close that in just a tiny bit. Well. I almost forgot Charizard. He's a bit of like a he's a bit of a thicky boy. Starts out a weird little shape. Oops. There we go. I shall take this, move it forward. That way I can add the toes later on. Aye, aye, aye. The boy, the Chad. Head looks a bit big, but I can fix that in a bit. Yeah, it's just a tad bit. It's always strange sometimes. Sometimes the side of the model looks completely fine, and you turn to the front, it's like, oh god. It's got a bit of a Misberg syndrome. Kind of a wide hippage. It always looks weird when you first start out, but once you get down to the finishing, once you get down to the home run, it looks fine. It's just a matter of getting it started. Yeah. Charizard. Let me shorten the snout just a tad bit. Just a tad. He's a nub. He's a chicken nub. Let me actually to take this entire section here and pull you down. Just make him less fat, I guess, for temporarily. Tell you what I want to do. I'm going to copy paste and pull this down. Hide that. It's a backup. And I will work on the lower body in a bit. I will take this currently and just kinda move that over there. That sort of look. I'll work on the upper body for now. lower body was looking a bit strange, so let me just work on this. What's that, Quinter? You get worried when I stretched out models like that? Okay. What about this way? What about this way? Looks completely fine from the front. A little bit of clippage there, but ain't too terrible. I can always fix that up in a bit. It is me, the wondrous one. Okay, so let me figure this out here. It's got about that angle to it, a little bit more. Let me actually make a bit of a cut there. Destroy that. Restructure this. Oh, not what I meant to do. I should just click out. Here we go. There's a bit more of that Charizard look. The mean eyebrows. Yeah, that looks a little better. Cool. Ow. Alright, so what am I doing again? Right. That's the noggin. Just gonna pull that down. Looks a little strange, but as does everything. It's modeled after Charizard X, so it's going to be a bit different. And also 2D art styles are nearly impossible to match up 100%. Wider snoot. Raise that up. What does that do? What does that do for him? Let's see. Ooh. I think that's... Alright. Very much so a bit different. I'm trying to match it up to the ref a bit more than I am the Pokemon itself, but I may end up having a mixture between the two. We shall see. Considering this one's actually fluffy, unlike the actual Charizard. I should also realize there's a bunch of things. Usually Charizard has some kind of wings. This one does not, so I think this is Charizard Y. I think, question mark. Hello. Let me try it like this. Do it like this. Looks a little strange, but as does all things. Just trying to get it to kind of match up a bit. Oh, match up a bit more. Right about there. Trying to think here. I got a couple of different things I could do with this. Yeah. Oh, God, I just hit my microphone stand. Scared myself. Aye, aye, aye. It's a bit hard to work with a sty in the eye as well. Freaking sucks. So it feels like my eye is on fire. Not gonna worry too much about what it looks like right now. I just want to get the bases down. Big stompers. Why do I keep making the body look so small? A strange way of doing that a lot. I know Charizard's not dummy thick, so let's flatten him up a bit. The other one was awful, so I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of that. Hide another one of those. Ow. Freaking sucks. Almost having to keep my right eye just eternally closed. Ah. My goodness. Freaking sucks. Ugh. Got a bit of thickness to him. Not a terrible amount, though. There we go. I think this needs to come forward a bit. There we go. It's a bit more like it. I feel that I still need to take this and move it in a bit. Now stops right there. bit. Let's lower poly him just a tiny bit. Why is it sometimes the lower poly stuff looks better than high poly? It's weird sometimes. I don't get how that works. Yo, it's Charizard from Detective Pikachu. Whoa! It's 1 o'clock already? Doesn't feel like I've been streaming for an hour. Then again, the first 10 minutes of it was me trying to set it up correctly. Which is fine. This is fine. Everything we see is fine. Alright. What should I do next? Let's add the bumpers. Let's add the stompers. Stumpy Wumpus. Markiplier and the Stumpy Wumpy Wumpus Woo. Who's calling me? One moment. Alright, I'm back. Sorry for that little bit of intrusion. I had a call. Alrighty, back to work. Back to work. Alright. Stumpy Wumpus Woo. Let's get 3 toes. You got 3 toe beans. I'm gonna have to split. Forward just a wee bit. Flatten it just a wee bit. bing. I'd actually just attach these to this instead of having that middle vert there. Oh, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't want it to do that. That'll go all the way up the leg. Yeah, I don't want it to do that. I will just subdivide it and move the verts down. Ow! Got some Sprite. Oh. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so where? Shh, don't be whompers. If I did that. I will just keep the feet as is. I'm actually kind of skinny them up just a wee bit. There we go. Keep them on the ground. Let's take these, move this up. Take these, move these back. There we go. You got some stumpy whompers now. Bada bing, bada boom. Feet or the toes. Perfect. Alright, now his armsies. Let's move this back this way a little bit. Always make a backup of something you just did, because if you mess up something here, you can always fall back to the next save that you had. And I know here, he has 3 fingies. So why? There we go. He doesn't have much for hands, to be honest with you. He is more of just like a thing. So, actually, I'm trying to think of what to do here. It's a bit more flattened out. Make a bit more of a wheel handish like thing. Ooms? Oh. Discord scared me there for a second. Da, da, da. Aye. See how we go. I want move that. And move that. Ah! Not what I meant to do. Gib. Look at these fingers. That's cute. It's nubs. He's got nubs. Yo, Charizard got nubs. Then I can just add the claws on him. I mean, he's always had nubs to begin with. I mean, look at those. Just literally a nubs with spikes. At least the ones afterward actually somewhat were hand-like. But the first one, he just kind of had like nubs. These claws are not even colored. Alright, so I definitely need to lower this a bit. I think I need to put them a bit downward. Stumpy wumpy wumper swirl. Stumpity wumpity. There we go. He's got some hands, tiny hands, but then again, everything's tiny on this guy, for the most part. No, his hands are actually almost the same size as his feet. Just realized. Scale! Also means I need to take these and... He's a stompy womper. He's a stompy wompy wompuswoo. Tile. We'll make it out of a nose path. Tile. Looks like it comes right about there. I'll just kind of make it do that. Alright. Yeah, that's right all the way up to 2. It ends at about like that. There we go. Now here's a tile. I need wings. You need wangs. How am I gonna do these wangs? Might actually just make them like shape keys. I mean, that's how most of them are made. shape keys and just have bones. Have them rigged to bones, but have the shape keys open up the wings. Yeah, that might be the better way to do it. So I will cut the subdivision down 1. Copy and paste just in case. No! No! There we go. And then I will cut him in half. Like a civil human being. It's not cruel and unusual punishment. It's just how it goes. Alright. Now that I have that bit of a... There we go. Put those in. I can start to refine the shape a little bit. Refined. He's a Chari boy. Then he's got some smaller bits right down here. Let's think about this. Let's get rid of that. Put you there. Get Gib. Thank you. If I did... Get rid of you. Get rid of you. And just kinda redo that. Essentially all of it. To see what it looks like. This is way down here. What if I put it a bit up higher? What if I put it here? A bit more actually, onto head. Yeah, it kind of flares out to a degree, so. Flex tape him back together. He'll be fine. With the overwhelming power of flex tape, I saw this boat in half. Insert Titanic joke. actually mess around with these a bit more. Make them less clippy. But I'm afraid they're going to have to be anyway, because I'm going to do this. And insert that into the face. There we go. We've got a friendly face. I don't think there's anything on the back. Alright, wingy time. Granted, Charizard doesn't really have the most complex wings, so it won't be too terribly bad. This one's got a big ol' head. Snoot's a bit more pointed. Can I point that out just a wee bit? More classical Charizard. Just a classic. Ah, my freaking. Cool. Alright. Neat. Destined. Let's just kinda pull that up. Whew. The sprite maybe do it. I tell you, the sprite. I still feel like his snout's a bit too long. That's just me. I think that looks fine. That's Madcap. Alright. It'll look a little better once I put a mouth on it. Speaking of a mouth, I need to get rid of these faces temporarily. Yeah, it's this one. Actually give his mouth some depth. Then one more time, this will go up. There we go. He has a bit of an inside of a mouth now. Just a wee bit. That's the top. Now I need to unhide everything I just did. Then I need to hide everything up here. Got also a place there for a second. You. What else? You. 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 Hide. Perfect. Beautiful. You're such a beautiful boy. These. Need to go back over here. Now he's got some depth. And then down. Remove these two. Yoink. Yoink, yoink, yoink. Alright. Now, to go inside of his mouth. And then connect these two big ol' bits and pieces. Connect. And take this, spread that out a little bit. Take you, spread you out a little bit. Alright, now these to the center. And now he's got a full-fledged mouth. Delicious. See that? Don't worry about that, those are his eyeballs. I didn't realize his eyeballs would be clipping like that, so I think I'm going to have to take these and move it forward. That's a bit the only unfortunate thing about when you model something like this, is when you have the eyeballs clipping in the middle of the head, when you have eyes this big on a model like this. Ay, ay, ay. Ah, stretch. Ow. Alright. Look how cool that looks with a matte cap. Matte caps make a lot of things look really cool. It's delicious. The one thing that I do need to do is I need to screenshot this. And I need to send it to my commissioner. And eventually he'll give it back to me, so. Well, Dinosaurs. It's a Charizard. Look at this boy. And the wings will just have to be like this for the time being until I connect them. And I usually end up doing that like last. Actually, I wonder. Oh, don't want to do that. It's gonna connect right down to here. Honestly, connecting stuff like wings is usually the part where you gotta really look out about what you're doing. Alright, let me take these. Gib. I'm going to make it really short, so that way it doesn't clip in the middle of that, so when I go to weight paint it, it won't just kind of do dumb stuff. Perfect. got a relatively even topography all the way around, so it shouldn't be too bad connecting it here, but everything after that will be a bit different. I'm going to add just a little bit of that to the end. I did not mean to copy it. The one thing I will do is go ahead and texture space. Just kind of close that off because I know how it can be. Texturing this is going to be interesting. I might use Substance Painter for this particular one. Whoops. Make the arms just a wee bit wider. Just a wee bit. Whoopsies. I got 8 other people. I'm doing this one and the one after this first, since they gotta be done by a deadline. And by a deadline I mean before Christmas, but I want to get it done way before then. You need to go to sleep, Short Marine. It's 4 a.m. where you are. Look at this bean. Just stubby fingers. Just kind of subdue these just a little bit. That neat little face. Look at it. Yeah. One more subdivision. If it were to look silky smooth. That Charizard face. Charizard. The only thing is the way his nose looks. That wouldn't be too bad. It's a subdivision of 3. That right there is 143,000 verts. With just one subdivision, it's 17,000. But look at that. 42, 143, 500. Subdivisions are crazy. Cool. Alright, so he's got a scarf. It's gonna be interesting to weight paint. I'm going to copy it again so I can have another backup. Always have backups until you're absolutely done. Also, my cords are getting tangled. There we go. What time is it? 1:39. I think I'll end the stream at 2 o'clock. I'll just get most of the base mesh for this done.
that's right. It stops there. And the rest of it continues. I'll actually get rid of you. Expand it this way. Where do you end up? You end up right about there, basically. So I will connect you to you and you this way. This is always one of the harder parts of it. Actually, I have a better idea. Get rid of that. I'll just have them all go down. Rigging this is always going to be the most fun part. One last time, cutting him in half. Don't you just love it when you cut things in half? Don't worry, he'll be fine. He's made of cake. Don't we all know cake always survives? Always. Trying to think here. How many should you have? Or rather, I'll add 2 of them. Whoopsies. Just add a cut down there. And right there. Eh. Cuts don't do too much if you do it right. This will be all shape key stuff too, so ain't got too much to worry about. I just realized I'm a bit of an idiot. I could have just... yeah, I just realized I could have done it an easier way. I never realized it until until after the fact. I could have just... done it like this. Would have made my life so much easier. That would go there, that would go there, that would go there. Yeah, I could have just done it that way. So you It's always the good ideas you think of after. Never before. Make the topology a lot easier for me doing it this way. The only thing is right here is where it could potentially break and die. Brr. Alright, get rid of that edge. One more time. This way, at least the topology lines up a bit better than it was before. There we go. Works a bit better than what I had initially. That's better. Cool. And there's Charizard Wingy Bings. Just kind of pull these. Just a wee bit. Not terrible, not shabby, not too shabby. Actually, before I do that, let me make one last backup. Bonk. One last one for the historical record. Just to kind of add some flair. Add a bit of fur. The ambient occlusion. The ambient occlusion looks a bit strange sometimes. Now I'm going to materialize this thing in 2.8. I like modeling it in 2.79, but materializing it, I now realize 2.8 is just superior. Makes things so much easier. You can get smooth lighting, soft shadows. It's quite nice. And give me you. Adding bits and tufts of furf. Especially here in the neck. There's a lot of them in the neck. Lots of them in the neck. How does one more modifier look? Yeah, it kind of takes the element looking away. That's fine. Here, considering how big some of these tufts are, I'm going to use probably 2. they actually just kind of face them up. Like the actual rough shows. Oh, that's not what I'm about to do. Let's pull these out. Just to kind of make them flare. Just a little bit of fluff. And it's trying to think here. So like, kind of strange seeing Charizard kind of fluffy, but it is what it is. I know I'm certainly not used to Charizard being fluffy. It's not the Charizard I know. Oh. Excuse me. That Sprite. It's influencing my mind. Ow. Let's get some from the side. There we go. Bit of fluffiness. Just a tad bit. Now we put some on the arms, because clearly there's some on the arms. Specifically by the elbow, which is pretty ironic considering that's where a lot of fluff is on models and stuff. And I wonder why that is. Actually, that doesn't look that good. Here we go. Bit of fluffulness. Alright. I actually take you and move you back. Cool. I think it's most of the base mesh down. the most part. And so yeah, that's kind of not too bad. Not too bad. Completed pretty much the entire model in one stream, so I call that an accomplishment. Ow! And I'm just waiting to hear back from my commissioner about it. And yeah. I don't know why I'm so tired. I shouldn't be. I got plenty of sleep last night. I know I did. My Wi-Fi cut out early. Yeah, so it's 1:56. I'm gonna probably end the stream here. And yeah. Thanks for everyone for coming out though. One successful stream down of another model practically done, besides the rig and texturing, of course. So I will probably stream again tomorrow, depending. I don't know. I'll have to see. So yeah. Alright. Well, besides that, yeah, I think that's it. So I will end the stream here, and I'll see you guys when I do, and I'll put in another announcement. If you're a part of my Discord server, I'll put an announcement out, as well as if you're watching my Twitter, I'll put another announcement out then. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys later. Bye!